Alright, hey guys, it's RealRadman here, back at it again with another video, the second one actually, but this is going to be the first in my sports discussion videos. Today I will be talking about the NBA playoffs. Last night, the Oklahoma City Thunder played the Golden State Warriors, Game 5 in the Bay Area. I just wanted to give my thoughts about it, say what I saw in the game, a little bit about that. And predict what I think is going to happen for Game 6 and if there's a possible Game 7. So let's just get right into it. So last night, Game 5, OKC had a 3-1 lead. Obviously, most of you should know that. 3-1 lead, and Golden State was in a must-win situation into where I predicted they would win. I thought it would be a blowout, to be honest. I thought it would be around a 20 to a 25-point game. Around 5 minutes left in the fourth, because I expected Golden State to show up like the regular season Golden State. What was going on the previous 4 games, even though they did win Game 2, Game 1, 3, and 4, the team was completely out of whack. The ball movement was not there, and they were jacking up a lot of quick shots. Obviously, their MVP, Steph Curry, was not really in a rhythm, and he might still be bothered by his knee injury, but no excuses right now because you have to win or you're out. Game 5 was an interesting game to me because, yes, Golden State did win. They won by 9. The final score was 120 to 111. But going into Game 6, I don't have a lot of confidence in Golden State. The 73-win team, the unprecedented team, I'm lacking a lot of confidence in them. And the reason is, I'll tell you a couple of reasons. Here we go. So, number one, if it's Game 5 at home and you're facing elimination, what you should be able to do is play your best basketball, feed off the adrenaline from the crowd, get back to the basics. The way I saw Golden State play last night throughout the entire game, they did the same thing they were doing in Game 3 and 4 in terms of ball movement and shot selection. The thing is, they had more energy because of the adrenaline from the crowd. Obviously, when you play at home court, you're going to get that energy, you're going to get that synergy from the crowd. And they got all the loose balls, they were rebounding better, they were more aggressive, a lot more physical. Draymond Green had a better defensive game. But other than that, I did not really see any differences on the offensive end or the defensive end. I just saw a rise in energy. That's really it. Now, that's what worries me about Game 6, is will that energy still be there? You won't have the crowd. OKC is going to be riled up. The fans are going to be absolutely nuts, and that energy that they had in Game 5, they won't have in Game 6. And are they going to revert back to their quick shots? Because that is really what's killing them. They get a good defensive rebound or a long defensive rebound, you see Steph Curry pushing it up the court. And instead of, because they're OKC are guarding Steph so incredibly well right now, they're putting a blanket over him, even though he did score 25 last night. The thing is, when Steph brings the ball up and they're putting 2 people on him, he has to pass it to either, if Clay is in the game, pass it to Clay, or Sean Livingston, or an Andre Iguodala, or Harrison Barnes. And they just jack up the shot. They jack up a shot with 20 to 15 seconds left on the shot clock, and yes, you could say it's a good shot, but you can get a better shot if you get into the flow of the offense. Another thing is Steph Curry did finally show up last night a little bit. He still wasn't the old Steph Curry, but on the defensive end last night, especially at the end of the game, he made a lot of critical plays. Another thing that worried me about Golden State is that at the end of the first quarter, it was 25 to 21, and Russell Westbrook was absolutely struggling. He was 1 for 10 or something like that by the middle of the second quarter, and they were only up by 4. They only scored 25 points. OKC was struggling, but so was Golden State, and Golden State just kept feeding off that energy. And I understand that for Game 5, but I don't know about Game 6. So it's going to be a difficult one for me to understand how they can pull it out in Game 6 if they don't change the way they've played. They've played the same way for the past 4 games, jacking up quick shots. The ball movement last night was a little bit better, but it's still not Golden State-esque, not the same team I saw in the regular season. Steph Curry still doesn't have that same exact explosion in him, and I don't expect him really to have that explosion in Game 6 either. I expect him maybe to drop 25 to 30, but right now his field goal percentage is just way off from his regular season numbers. Klay Thompson's been pretty well this series. Draymond Green had a better game last night, but still not good enough, honestly, to win the series. Right now, Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant are looking fantastic. Even though Russell Westbrook had a subpar game yesterday, I believe Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant will keep doing what they've been doing this entire series. Durant will probably drop 35 to 40 again in Game 6. I expect Russell to have anywhere between 25 and 30. I expect Andre Robertson to keep playing that amazing defense on the defensive end. I expect Steven Adams, the Mexican security guard at some club right now, to definitely keep playing the way he's been playing. Right now he is the third best player on this team. And I expect Billy Donovan to make some adjustments as well, because Billy Donovan has shown a great job in being able to make adjustments on the fly when Golden State goes through their death lineup. And I'm a University of Florida student, so I'm a little bit biased. I'm thinking in my heart there that I want Billy Donovan to win, but objectively right now, I don't see Golden State winning Game 6. If they do win Game 6, if they win it, this series is over. OKC will not win Game 7. Golden State will go back to the Bay Area in Game 7, have the crowd behind them, and they will win that game. I don't know if I would say it was a blowout. I think it may be like a game like Game 5, but they will win Game 7 if it gets there. So, yeah, that's my thoughts. And as you see on the screen, my opponent just left the match. So, thank you guys for watching. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.